Today, we're taking a closer look at the Evil Energy 6AN Fuel Line Kit. You will find a link to purchase this and other models at a discount in the description below the video. You can place your order right now. This kit comes as a 20-foot black nylon braided hose with a CPE inner core and a full set of AN6 aluminum fittings. It's meant for fuel, oil, and even transmission fluid lines. The idea is to give you a flexible, leak-resistant setup that works for custom builds, upgrades, or replacements in both street and racing setups.
Did you know that the best discounts on Amazon last only a few hours? That's why I launched 2 channels where I publish the highest discounts on Amazon products in real time every day. Follow the link in the description and subscribe to our Threads and Telegram channels right now to consistently save money on your everyday purchases.
The first thing to mention is the quality of the materials. The outer nylon braid feels solid, not the thin, cheap weave you sometimes see in lower-end kits. The CPE inner layer is smooth and resistant to fuel additives, which matters if you're running ethanol blends or performance fuel. The fittings are anodized aluminum, and the threading feels tight enough to seal well without stripping easily. That's a big plus if you've worked with fittings that leak no matter how careful you are. The kit includes enough hose length for a complete setup on most cars or small trucks. The flexibility makes routing easier than with stainless braided lines, which can be too stiff and difficult to bend in tight spaces. Still, it's not too soft. It keeps its shape when routed around corners. That balance between flexibility and firmness is one of the best things about this kit. On the downside, the hose ends can be a bit of a fight to assemble. You'll need to cut the hose cleanly with a fine-tooth saw or cutoff wheel, tape the end tightly to prevent fraying, and use plenty of oil when inserting the fittings. If you skip these steps, you'll end up frustrated. The fit is tight, which is good once it's installed, but not easy for first-time users. Performance-wise, this line handles pressure well. It's rated up to about 500 psi, which is more than enough for most fuel systems. It doesn't swell or crack under heat, and the black finish holds up to engine bay temperatures. After extended use, the fittings still seal without leaks if installed right. That said, if your car vibrates heavily or runs very hot, you should double-check connections every few months. Looks are subjective, but the black braid gives a clean, stealthy look that fits modern builds. It doesn't stand out like stainless steel, but that's part of the charm. It's subtle and professional. For people who care about the engine bay's appearance, this is an easy upgrade that looks much better than rubber hoses. Price-wise, it's competitive. You could pay double for a name brand with nearly identical specs. What Evil Energy has done here is deliver reliable mid-tier performance without overcharging. It's not the absolute best in the market, but it offers good value for what you get: durability, flexibility, and complete fittings in one box. One small issue to note is that some fittings may arrive with minor cosmetic marks or uneven anodizing. It doesn't affect function, but it's noticeable. Another is that the included clamps aren't heavy-duty. If you're building a high-performance or boosted setup, you might want to use better clamps just to be safe. Overall, this kit does what it promises. It's practical, durable, and looks good. If you want a clean fuel system setup without spending a fortune, this is a solid choice. Not perfect, but definitely reliable enough for most builds. If you've used this kit before or have tips for easier assembly, drop them in the comments. It helps others who are planning the same upgrade. And if you found this review useful, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. It really helps the channel grow.